Oh, hello, Uganda. My name is Ezra, and I work with Family Peace Association Uganda. I'm here to welcome all the young people who have been in schools, in primary, in secondary, and also those in the university. I'm told they are doing exams and soon they'll be home for holidays. I want to thank God, one, that He was able to grant you an opportunity to be a parent. You don't know how much people out there are longing to establish families. People want to have spouses. People want to have wives. People want to have husbands. But unfortunately, they have not achieved that as of now. There are those who are looking out for children. Unfortunately, they have not succeeded as of now. You, as that child, you must be able to treasure that as a gift from God. Also, the young people who are out there who have just completed the exams that are now in the holidays, look at this as a very big opportunity for you to have somebody you call a parent. This may be a biological parent, this may not be a biological parent or a foster parent, or purely somebody whom you call a guardian. If there is anyone who has taken the responsibility to take care of you, thank God. Well, I'm saying that a holiday is an opportunity for renewal. Renewal where you'll be able to refocus and reflect on your day-to-day life, your goals, how far did you achieve them? Because I know each person goes with a report card. A report card is an account of how you had the experiences in school. And then it will give you an outlook whether you fared well or fairly, good or excellent. A report card is a total sum of your life experience while at school. And this is not any different from your life in itself. So a holiday is an opportunity for you to look at that report. You mirror yourself at the report and say, wow, these are my marks. This is me. This means science. This means social studies. This means math. Whatever subject you had. That is a reflection of who you were in terms of concentration span, in terms of taking up assignments, in terms of your interpersonal relationship with your friends, in terms of how you took work seriously, what others define as hard work. The young people, some who are not as hardworking as the others. So in this way, a report card is a summation. So it's a summary of how you led your life for those months you were in school. So when you have a holiday, you now reflect, is it worth? Is it worth? Do I have areas to improve? Do I have, what adjustments do I need to make? All that is a moment. Holiday is a moment for you to make a recess, for you to regenerate and start anew. But also, it's an opportunity for you as a mother, for you as a father, to have moments with your children. Moments when you can be able to know them. Moments when they can also know you. So you must create time and interact with those children. They need to know your vision. They need to know your plans for them. They need to know your dreams for them. They need to know your expectations in them. Many times I find many parents who are struggling and say, you see, my child is turning unruly. Before you talk about how your child is turning unruly, what efforts did you put in place? What lessons you put in place? What have you been doing? What are you doing? You see, many parents have reduced themselves into ATM machines. They are transactional. They think their role is only to give money, to give assets, to give resources to children. The cardinal role of a parent is to be a teacher. The cardinal role of of a parent is to be a role model, to be a good example. The cardinal role of a parent is to nurture. The cardinal role is to help a child discover him or herself so that he can be able to live to the full potential. To parent is to encourage. To parent is to train. To parent is to give an enabling environment through which a child can mature from being a child into an adult. When you look at the behavior of your child, it is also a reflection of your efforts as far as being a parent is concerned. This holiday is therefore a moment when you see your efforts and say, okay, my child is this because I've not done this, or my child is this because I did this. So this holiday is an opportunity for both parties. It's an opportunity for you as a parent to assess the work you're doing in as far as nurturing these children is concerned. So it's an opportunity for you, the child, to know more about what the parent is expecting of you, what the child, the parent is trying, is he wants you to be. So a holiday is an opportunity where parents get time to transmit good values, to educate good lessons, so that they can mold these gifts that God gave them to be responsible citizens today and in the near future. So while in the holidays, there are things that have to be done. One, you need to have regular meetings with your children. You must set time when you have to have regular meetings with your children. Meet them and share on basics about their plans, about your plans, about their conduct, about their limitations, their failings. Young people face so many things. You need to help them, train them on how they can overcome some of those shortfalls. So, because it is your role to share those experiences, what these young people are going through is not new. As an adult, you should have gone through the same. You tell them, okay, when you encounter this what has to be done, so that they use your experiences as learning lessons for them, so that they don't do the same mistakes that you did. But that requires that you have regular meetings with them. The meetings should help them know that you really care about their future, that you care about their growth. So in this way, it should not be a one way. Many parents only meet children so that they can pass instructions. That's not right. You also need to get you need to get feedback. A meeting should be offering opportunity for a two-way communication. You listen. What is my child saying? What is he feeling? So when you get these reflections, you give yourself ample time to digest them so that you can get appropriate avenues on how you can actually respond to them. So meetings are very important, especially during holidays. Number two, you need to engage them into adventure workshops. Let the children know their country. Let them know their villages. Let them know their societies. Can you go with them to your home areas so that they can mingle with the people you grew up with. Let them know who their aunties are. Let them know who their uncles are. Let them know who their grandparents are. Knowing them should go beyond names, should go beyond faces. They should even know how your people do certain things, the traditions, the cultures, the the customs, the practices. They should know all this. How do you handle the rights, the birth rights, transition of from adolescence to adulthood? How do you handle marriage? All those things should be known. How do you handle loss of the loved ones? The children should be given this experience to adventure. They need to know the bottlenecks of the village. In Hakushumi, we come from villages. They need to know how to climb hills. They need to know how to engage in the odd jobs. Some of you have a wrong mentality. You think that farming is for those who never went to school. That's poor mindset. Uganda is predominantly an agricultural community. Agriculture is the backbone of the economy. For your children to be part of the economy, they must be part of the backbone. Engage in agriculture with your children. Let them have the gumboots. Let them have the hoes. Let them have the forks. Let them have the pangas. Let them go and engage in agriculture. Let them know what it means or what it takes for them to have food. Because food is a basic need. Children should be taken to the villages. Holidays is a perfect moment when you can take them to the home farms, and they begin to engage in crop husbandry. For those who have goats, let them engage in goat rearing. For those who have the cows, let them engage in the cows, so that children are raised to safeguard, to preserve, and strengthen the backbone of our economy, which is what? Agriculture. That's what we mean by a holiday. In the holidays, help them to improve interpersonal relationships. How do they handle visitors? How do they handle neighbors? How do they handle relatives? How do they build relationships within themselves? What about the larger extended family? Interpersonal relationship is very important because it does not only help them at home, but it also helps them in the world of work. Eventually, when they're at work, they will meet people they have never met before, and they need to relate with them. Their employers, their workmates, their clients. All those skills should be trained during holidays in as far as homes are concerned. Then during holidays, help them know God. Whether that is the fundamental. That should be a note at home every morning. Every morning, wake up and have prayers with the children. They should know that beyond you as their parent, there is a God who has taken them this far. Let them adore him in your homestead. Let them adore him every other time. Teach children to pray. Teach children to fellowship. On the worship days, let them go and worship. Not only should they worship, but they should participate in God's service. Let them be part of those who are active in church service. Beginning with yourself, learning from you, let them also do the same. Worship should be very important in the home. The home should be the first altar. During holidays, give them targets of what they should achieve in as far as economy is concerned. Let every child give you their business plans and then help them on how they can be entrepreneurs. Teach them how they can be innovative. Wow. The people you have at home are human beings. They are not robots. You have a big responsibility to nurture them into being responsible citizens. During holidays, teach them on how they can be good citizens. Let them know that there is a state. Let them know there are arms of government. Let them know that it is the role of every person in a country to obey the laws of that country. It is the role of every citizen of a country to build that country. Responsible citizenship. All that should be taught. In events where they have roles to play as part of the community, make sure they're involved in community service. Teach them to live for the greater good of others. Let them serve neighbors with food. Let them help the elderly in the community. Teach children that life is beyond them. It's also about the larger society. Let us learn to train these things in these young people during holiday times. The holiday does not mean end to learning. The holiday is instead the foundation for learning. Teach them to be disciplined. Teach them to build character. What should be the role of the children? The Bible tells us, honor your father and what? And mother. Let the children learn to obey their parents. Obedience is trained. That's why one of the wise men in the world said that train up a child in the way he should lead. The country is in this state it is because we abandoned our roles. The aunties of those days are no longer there. The uncles of those days are no longer there. The traditional mechanisms through which people were trained to be adults are no longer there. So because these institutions, these systems have been broken down, children grow on TVs. Children grow by their peers, and there is no moral compass. There's no tradition. There's no foundation that's laid that helps them to grow into adults that are very responsible. And these gaps explain the current moral decadence, the current level of unproductivity. Today we have children who can't even do the simplest. They can't even clean their own environment. They can't even make their own beds. Shame on us as parents. Let us train children to be responsible human beings. Fundamentally, the cardinal role of every human being is to work. Yes, let us train the children to work. Let us train the children to be humane. Let us train the children to be godly. I want to wish the parents the best of luck. Yes, have time for your children. I would say establish the parent corners. Moments when children know they have to talk to their parents. Many children don't have time enough with you. You are too busy. You are too busy looking for money, but you don't have even a minute to train a generation that is going to take up your legacy, that is going to preserve and sustain your investment. Human capital is always the first asset that you have in your home. Those children are assets. Those parents are assets. This holiday, let the two parties use these assets. We have a booklet for you as Family Peace Association. It's a simple booklet that is very important. If you came to our offices, Plot 79, Lutula Avenue, Bugolobi, pick this booklet. This booklet has content that is going to help you, one, build a better relationship with your spouse. Many of us did some vows on that day when you are getting the wedding, in good, in bad, in this, but we didn't know what that implied. So we need to train. We need to train our souls. People get married, but in most times they don't have any book that guides them. We love the pastors, the priests, and others who do counseling services for about a month, maybe a week, others a few days. But it can't be enough to give you everything you need to be the right spouse. How do you cultivate love? Love is something you build. How do you do it? This booklet will guide you. How do you become a good parent? This booklet will guide you. It will even give you content that you need to study with your child. Kindly come to our office, Plot 79, Lutuli Avenue, in Bugolobi, at Family Peace Association. Get yourself a copy. Because this being a Christmas season, we are giving this at an offer of only 5,000 shillings. Yes, we are giving back to you because we want your family to be healthy. Want to see your marriage become more meaningful. Want to see you raise children who are going to be more responsible, who can take this country to the next level. Thank you for listening. Let's meet again. This copy is yours.